This week in Jamaica Now. The latest following the attack on the Dean of Discipline at the Anchovy High School in St. James. Ninja Man rushed to hospital after complaining about chest pains during his murder trial. Manchester man gets life for the 2011 murder of the 11-year-old brother of his ex-girlfriend. A judge calls the act unexplainably awful. JSE regulator found dead in Portmore, St. Catherine. And primary schools not ready for the GSET replacement test. I'm Damian Mitchell, and this is Jamaica Now. The Education Ministry says a police officer is to be assigned to the Anchovy High School under the Safe School program following a violent attack on the Dean of Discipline earlier this week. The Dean was attacked by students as he tried to break up a fight involving two girls. The incident forced the suspension of classes. The Dean of Discipline suffered a serious injury to his face after being struck by a stone. School Board Chairman Calvin Brown says the incident will be properly investigated and a report submitted to the Personnel Committee of the Board, who will examine the various findings and take the necessary action. Dancehall artiste Ninja Man was on Friday afternoon rushed to hospital after complaining of chest pains. Ninja Man, whose real name is Desmond Ballantyne, was attending his murder trial when he reported feeling ill, while a witness now living overseas was on the stand. The trial was, however, continued in Ninja Man's absence after the artiste reportedly gave the permission to his lawyers to do so. But medical sources at the Kingston Public Hospital say Ninja Man appeared quite comfortable when he walked in under police escort. However, it was later reported that Ninja Man may have suffered a mild heart attack and ulcer issues. Ninja Man was taken back into custody on October 17 as his murder trial started in the gun court. In 2009, he was arrested and charged along with his son Janiel and another man, Dennis Clayton, for the fatal shooting of Ricardo Johnson that same year. 28-year-old Kayode Garwood, the Manchester man convicted of the 2011 murder of his ex-girlfriend's 11-year-old brother, has been sentenced to life in prison and must serve 26 years before he becomes eligible for parole. Justice Chester Stamp handed down sentence in Manchester on Thursday for what he called the unspeakably awful, callous and pitiless murder in Harmon's, Manchester. Garwood showed no emotions as Stamp committed him to prison for fatally slashing the throat of Tariq Gregory. He said there was nothing in the social inquiry report that would even help to explain the reason for such an act. Stamp said he could not accept the fact that Garwood was urged by Tariq's sister, Denisha Gregory. In 2014, she pleaded guilty to manslaughter and was sentenced to 4 years in prison after the court held that she had mental issues at the time of the killing. Still in the courts, medical doctor Jephthah Ford has been sentenced to 6 months in prison on each of 2 counts of attempting to pervert the course of justice. The sentences are to run at the same time. Harper Ford's attorney, Bert Samuels, has indicated that his client will be appealing, and so the doctor has been granted bail pending that hearing. In August, Ford was convicted on 2 counts of attempting to pervert the course of justice. Prosecutor Joel Brown led evidence that Ford offered police investigators millions of dollars to free 2 Surinamese men who were held with $533,000 US, or approximately 55 million Jamaican dollars, during a police operation along Halfway Tree Road in St. Andrew in July 2014. The police investigator testified during the trial that he met with Ford at his St. Andrew offices and secretly recorded the meeting. The police are probing whether the Jamaica Stock Exchange regulator, Wentworth Graham, committed suicide. His body was found at the Fisherman's Beach in St. Catherine late Tuesday evening. Graham, who was 48 years old, went missing from the Spanish Town Hospital on Monday. That's 2 days after he was admitted. The hospital is also probing the circumstances under which Graham was discharged from the institution. Graham was said to be undergoing serious stress since he lost the court battle seeking to block his suspension from the Jamaica Stock Exchange while a matter was before the Industrial Disputes Tribunal. At least 2 primary school principals are expressing worry about the impending primary exit program set to replace the Grade 6 Achievement Test GSET in 2019. Sandra Green, the principal of the Freeman's Hall Primary School in Trelawney, and Owen Speed, the principal of the Rousseau Primary School in Kingston, says their schools are not adequately resourced with computer equipment and personnel like Spanish teachers to deliver the curriculum. But the Education Minister, Rural Reid, says schools are adequately resourced. He also said a massive sensitization exercise has been planned for implementation beginning this month. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and before we go, looking back at the numbers following Monday's by-elections in 3 constituencies.